Is this statement outlandish or not? Victor Wembanyama will replace Derrick Rose as the youngest MVP ever.
Ooh. No, I don't think it's outlandish because I think if anyone can do it, it definitely is Wemby. If there's anyone in the league right now that could break any sort of record or win any award at like a record age or something like that, it's Wembanyama. I hate to say it because he's so young and it's like we have such a small sample size, but I genuinely think that if he stays healthy and like keeps going with this trajectory, there is no ceiling for him. So it would not shock me if he did something like that.
Yeah, I mean he's 20 years old, and Derrick Rose is 22 whenever he won the MVP. So
okay, so I guess I didn't even factor that into the mix, like how old he was when we entered the league. I mean, he has 2 years. Listen, if you told me that Victor Wembanyama is winning MVP in the next few years, I wouldn't say you're crazy.
Jalen Brunson has been the best guard in the Eastern Conference in 2024.
Ooh. I don't think it's an outlandish question. I think that's definitely fair to say. I'm just trying to think of like I mean, obviously you have like the Damian Lillards, you have the Trae Youngs, you have the Tyrese Halliburton too. Yeah, 100%. Tyrese Max, he's been killing it with Embiid being out. I mean, Jalen Brunson's been the best player on the Knicks all year. I think he's been one of the best players in the NBA all year. So I think, I mean, if I had to rank East guards right now, I mean, Jalen Brunson's probably close to the top, if not at the top. And I'm talking about the whole season. So yeah, no, I think that's a fair statement to make. I mean, compared to the guys I mentioned, I think Jalen Brunson's having at least just as good of a season, if not better. So.
No, I like this. Like this allows you to just be personality based. This is awesome. I got three more.
This is just DT right here.
That's all I need, baby. All right. Next one I got for you. The Knicks will make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
See, that goes hand in hand with the last question. It's kind of like, can Jalen Brunson lead them in the playoffs? He's been their best player this year. I think that there is a world. I think that there is a path that the Knicks can take to get to the East Conference Finals. I don't even think it's like it doesn't even need to be like they need to have like an easy schedule. Like I think that they can compete with almost every team in the Eastern Conference in the NBA in general. Yeah, I definitely think there's a way to do it. I mean, as a Celtics fan, I think of the teams that I fear the most. And honestly, a fully healthy Knicks team is a team that might be at the top of that list for me. Because when they put it together, Jalen Brunson, we talked about, Josh Hart's been playing unbelievable. Dante DiVincenzo can light you up for 10 threes one night out of nowhere because that's just what he does now. OG's been hurt, but like he is a phenomenal two-way player. Randall, when he comes back, they're a team that can cause some trouble in the postseason. So yeah, I think that they definitely can make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay. Maybe this is the first one I can get you to disagree with or find outlandish.
All right. Let's see.
If SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder finish with the 1 seed, he will win MVP over Nikola Jokic.
Jerry, I really want SGA to win MVP this year. I really, really want him to win MVP this year because what he is doing on a team whose average age is less than 23 years old is incredible. They're competing for the 1 seed. I don't know if as of this moment, are they the 1 seed? I don't know at the top of my head, but they are competing for the 1 seed. And SGA deserves all the credit in the world. Obviously, Jalen Williams took a huge step up. We've talked about him before. I think he could be a candidate for most improved. I think he's a phenomenal. He should be in that consideration. Chet Holmgren, he's not going to win Rookie of the Year if Wembanyama wasn't around. He definitely would be the clear-cut Rookie of the Year. But man, his consistency and able to lead a team is incredible. But I think Jokic will end up winning it. He is the best player in the world. That's just what the truth is.
I knew I was going to get you on that one. I knew you were going to go against the grain.
Yeah.
The Clippers will be a playing team this year.
I mean, they've been kind of falling apart the last few weeks, right? I'm trying to pull up the record. They're only 2.5 games ahead of the Kings as of March 27th. So I'm going to say no. I think they'll make the playoffs. I don't think they'll slip that far. They had an unbelievable stretch where they just weren't losing. They hit a little bit of a lull. They're in a weird spot right now, but I think as we get close to the playoffs, as the season comes to a close, they'll start to pick it up again, and they'll avoid the play-in tournament. Yeah.
Okay. And the last one that I just came up with, based off of the podcast conversation that we just had. If the Warriors don't make the play-in or the playoffs, both Draymond Green and Klay Thompson will not be a part of the organization anymore.
If I had to put money on it, I definitely would put more money on Klay Thompson leaving than Draymond. I do think we're at a point now where the Warriors are going to have to maybe not clean the house entirely, maybe not a big spring cleaning, type of situation, but they're going to have to do something. And I think Klay Thompson will definitely be the first guy, the first domino to fall. If he goes, I can definitely see Draymond, following his footsteps and, not like leaving. I know he'd have to get traded and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely think it's a real possibility, which is crazy to think about after all this time, that two guys that were part of this dynasty that you thought could be there for life might be, have one foot out the door, could be gone. But I think that's a very, very real possibility to happen this summer. Yeah.